Final Fantasy 12. Last time you guys see me got captured by the enemy, but now you see me in a desert because the last time I've actually got destroyed by the boss. So what I did was I beat the boss off cam. And I have been powering up my people. As you can see, the only person I have not powered up at all was Bathier. Ash, like I said, I was going to be using, but I didn't. And Panillo, because Fran got the healing ability and she does not. And now at this time we're supposed to be helping, well, we're supposed to be helping Lady Ash to get to the Valley of the Dead. And that means I'm going to be fighting Ifrit for the first time. Pull up the map so you guys can see. Okay, I'm going the right way. But usually before I go to the Valley of the Dead, I have to fight a boss. As you can see, I got the orange bars on Vaughn, Fran, and Bosch. I've got it on all three, so that means if I use my mist power, I could easily beat the boss. Boss is easy, it just all depends on everybody's stats. As you can see, I'm still trying to grind enough points to actually unlock more than one. I'm working my behind off trying to get some better gear. On my white mage that I should be powering up is Panillo, but I don't have no equipment for her yet. So right now I'm dealing with Fran healing me. Healing me up. That's just basically it. I'm just running around killing stuff like normal, but I am heading towards the boss fight. Alright, I got a small feather. I'm using these to buy other equipment. I'm also trying to get enough license points. I do got enough for this character, but I've already got Deathbringer unlocked like I said I was going to do. Don't have that. Okay, so she already has it, so I need 100. Alright, okay, that doesn't beat nothing with this. Okay, what I need, well, usually I try to grind more points. Well, what I need to do is unlock physical damage. I need to unlock more of these battle ores just because I need more damage. Cause damage ain't gonna do squat to me with me. Cause I have to rely on damage wise. There's the area where I need to be. I'm still grabbing items because if I grab like a whole mess load of items, like I am now, I use them for other things. Like I said, far. Having battle lords actually increases my damage. I need a whole mess load of those because I need to get my attack higher. But once I get everything set up to where I can get the Deathbringer, then I'm gonna have some fun. And you guys are going to see that. Yeah, you guys still see me grinding like normal, cause I'm trying my best trying to get certain gear unlocked. And if any of my friends are watching this and they want to join the party just to talk in the video, I wouldn't mind it in the least. I love Fran, her Kira ability. I have heard about it. She's getting low on MP. Alright, put her back up. Because she's using a higher ability that costs more MP than it is with just Cure. But look who's here. It's a merchant that can sell me a bunch of other things. Welcome to the live stream. So I need this sword. Need that, and that. Healing Ride, I don't know. Healing Ride someday she needs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sell all the stuff except for the teleport. Teleport crystals do not sell if you ever played this game. Do not sell those. Alright. I can only have enough to buy one, really. Fran needs it, so do I. I don't need that much DPS, she needs more, and so does he. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna grind. That is gonna be a must. How this is gonna look is I'm gonna probably be grinding for a while. Yeah, don't need that. Alright, 1, 2. Alright. Lady Ash don't really need that because he needs it more. I'm gonna go ahead and fight this boss. Still got the loot, still got the runnings in it too. Sorry guys, it's automatically letting me save. Cause it always, I don't know why it does this. This is actually new for me. I have never had it automatically save for me, ever. Well, here we are, the Valley of the Dead. With Ifrit. Ooh. That's new. I've never seen that portion of it. They made this look a little bit cooler. Okay. There's supposed to be an automatic boss fight here. There it is. I thought it was supposed to be automatic when I first walk in, but okay. That was easy. Alright, that's done. That boss fight's done. Device stirs, ancient device stirs. So that means I can enter.
Long ago, the gods granted their favor to King Wraithwall, who would oversee the subjugation of a vast territory spanning from Mordalia to Valendia. Here he forged the Galtean Alliance. Though he is called the Dynast King, upon establishing the alliance he demonstrated compassion for his people and disdain for needless war. A philosophy passed on to his successors, one that would bring peace and prosperity for hundreds of years to follow. It was during this time of peace that the city-states of Arcadia and Rosaria, each members of Wraithwall's alliance, took root and flourished. Wraithwall left 3 relics signifying descent from the Dynast King. Of these, the Midlight Shard was given to what would become House Nabradia, and the Dusk Shard to my ancestors, the founders of Dalmasca. The last of these relics was the Dawn Shard. It remained hidden here, known only to those of royal blood.
As though the Dynast King foresaw the very plight before us now.
None save descendants of the king are suffered within. If we attempt to enter without proof of such lineage...
There's no guarantee we'll make it out alive. Vicious beasts, fiendish traps, something like that.
Mm-hmm. But you must consider the prize. The Dawn Shard lies within, and Wraithwall's treasure.
And there was I, thinking this was going to be hard.
I wish I could edit this out now, but I don't know how, so you guys gotta deal with what I got so far. Yeah, I recommend to defeat this thing as quick as possible, but you can choose not to fight him.
Fight or run? We better decide fast.
I'm gonna run because there's no point in fighting that thing. Unless I got higher equipment, that's the only reason why I fight him.
The wall comes. We must be quick. Together we can bring it down.
Incredible. It wounds me to look on as they pillage so solemn a place.
Yet without help, you and I are as nothing. Is this not so? He thinks ever and always on his own profit. Assure him of it and he shall remain true to our cause.
I do not share your majesty's trust.
We will continue this later. Now we should concern ourselves with finding the Dawn Shard. It sleeps in waiting, somewhere deep within.
How can you be certain?
I can hear its call.
Sorry I weren't talking. I weren't talking much, but certain times it... All you can see is all my guys that are above 17, except for above 15, except for 3. Now I'm about to turn to level 18. Come on, now level 18. Sorry guys, it's been a while since I played Final Fantasy 12. So it's just getting a lot of getting used to and finding the switches. Because you need to hit 2 switches for you to actually go further throughout this dungeon. So I'm thinking that where that one little switch is where I gotta hit. I'm wondering where all these enemies are coming from. Doesn't matter to me. More XP. Handkerchief is actually only used for oil. Like if your guy has oil on him and somebody casts a fire spell, fire would do more damage. So what this does is it makes sure that nobody can actually kill you. Make sure it removes everything that is oily. Just like this guy, if he uses a fire attack, he would kill me. Alright, she's casting that again. So right now I'm in front of the switch and I see the switch. How did I miss this? Touch the jewel. The only thing that got my attention is this. I'm gonna do the best I can to not die. So now, instead of me going the one way I went, I gotta go this way this time. So that means I gotta fight more enemies, get more. Prisoner search. No. I thought there was a chest over here, but I guess not.
Fog? Underground?
Not fog. Mist.
You can see the mist with your eyes?
Where it is thick enough, you may. The nether runs deep in this place.
So, is the mist dangerous?
Yes, but it is also an aid. A dense mist allows the working of powerful magics.
I'll keep that in mind. Can't count on Vaughn to keep track of these things. That's for sure.
She's actually right. Is there a crystal nearby here? No. Okay, first thing first, before I go anywhere, healing my people will be my first priority. And grabbing items. Because I'm going to need a lot of items. Yeah, because she's out of MP. I need to have stuff to use. I need a lot of items. Because this boss fight is going to be a pain if you don't have the right stuff to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to that merchant and buy some gear. Or not buy, yeah, buy some gear if I can. Because I have to buy her a bow. Like a more powerful bow that she can use. Because she's only going to be using archer. And I thought I got another, like a more powerful crossbow. But I guess I didn't with Bosch. Because I've got the same crossbow I just purchased with him. So, That actually kind of bites. Alright, I need to save. So you guys gonna see a black screen for a moment. Because I need to save. I need to save for this boss fight, because this boss fight is gonna be a big behind pain. So that means I'm gonna need to go grab some items and go fight this boss, and hopefully I don't die. So that means I've got to worry about my HP more. I wish that I could actually control them, my guests, how to heal, but I guess you don't. So first things first. First things first, I'm going to sell these two and sell this because I already have one. Sell this because no, buckler doesn't really work well with him because he's an archer. Yeah, no. Alright, first things first, longbow for you. Okay, I'll use that. Shit, I can't use it because of her and her healing. If she casts that Cura, that would screw me over if I used her reflect to go. Darn it, man. So that means now I can go fight the boss and not have nothing to worry about. But that's going to be a kicker because he's going to use... Exactly is not going to be a kicker because if he uses magic on me, it will reflect and it hits him right back. So that actually is a good thing for me, but sometimes not good for him. But what I'm going to do is, once I use it, I'm going to be using this right off the bat because of the damage The mist is actually a good way to use, including when certain boss fights. If they get really, really tough, then I recommend using the stuff. I want to complete this map first. Because it'd be 100% map. Suffer, that's down the hall, crap. I'm really not looking forward to this fight, but I got to. I'm guessing I'm gonna be, this is gonna give me a run for my money. So that means, guys, wish me luck. And if I die, then I can come back and do this again. But here we go, guys. Ifrit, the summon, the fire summoner. Alright. See, his is actually easy. So, right off the get-go, Mist, Bellis.
Got a surprise for you. Got a surprise for you.
I could hit more than that, but it wouldn't give it to me. So I'm stuck with Inferno. Usually there's more than that, but I don't have. Here's the bad news about that. Furia doesn't really work for us because one, reason reflects. Oh, what? Here we go, guys. We beat Bellius by the hair of our chinny chin chins. It's actually kind of useful to use Reflectica on the fire spirit. Now I got the Esper, Bellius the giant.
In vain glory they arose, shouting challengers at the gods, but prevail they did not. Their doom it was to walk the mist until time's end. A legend of the Nemo.
My family tells a story of the Dynast King and an Esper. The story goes that in his youth, the Dynast King defeated a mighty Gigas, for which the gods took heed of him. Thereafter, it was ever bound to him in thraldom.
So, all this time it's been here guarding the Dynast King's treasure?
Not so. The Esper is the Dynast King's treasure.
That's your treasure?
In this Esper we now command rests a power whose worth is beyond any measure.
Is that so? Call me old-fashioned, but I was hoping for a treasure whose worth we could measure.
That boss is kind of easy. Well, not quite, but you know how it is. Because these three got reflect, I can't give them much.
What's wrong? Your Majesty, we must go.
What? Rassler. You will be avenged.
I'm gonna keep going, guys, just because I have nothing else to do.
Such a tremendous honor to again be graced with your presence, Majesty. You left us with such great dispatch upon our last encounter that I must confess I had begun to worry that we may have given your Majesty some cause for offense.
Such a heartfelt display of remorse. Now what is it you want?
I want you to give me the Nethicite.
The Nethicite?
That is a base imitation. We seek Wraithwall's legacy, the ancient relics of the Dynast King. Day-affected Nethicite. Did you not tell them, Captain Azalus?
Majesty, he speaks of the Dawn Shard. That is the Nethicite.
Are you mad, Vossler? If we are to save Dalmasca, we must accept the truth. I will fight this profitless battle no more.
Captain Azalus has struck a wise bargain. In return for the Dawn Shard, the Empire will permit Lady Ashe to reclaim her throne, and the Kingdom of Dalmasca will be restored. Think on it. An entire kingdom for a stone. You must admit, 'tis more than a fair exchange.
And when all is said and done, your master will have another pet.
Lady Ashe, let us take him for the people of Dalmasca. Your Majesty wallows in indecision on peril of their heads. And his shall be the first to fall.
Well, at least your sword is to the point.
To think the relics of the Dynast King were day-affected Nethicite, Dr. Sid will be beside himself.
What did you say?
Captain Azalus, take them to Shiva. They should have leave to return to Rabanastre soon. I want you to assess its power.
Did our orders not specify that we return the stone for testing?
I will not chance returning with a stone that is yet unproven.
When we return to Dalmasca, we can announce that you are alive and well. I will then continue our negotiations with the Empire. I believe Lars is the key. He'll listen to us. We should trust him.
Who are you, Vossler, to talk of trust?
A son of Dalmasca.
Our equipment here is limited, so we'll be using the ship's drive to make our assessment. Once we've connected the stone, the reaction should be easily measured.
Methods do not interest me, only results.
Fran? Such heat! The mist, it's burning!
6,800, 6,900, 7,000! This must be day-affected Nethicite! The count still climbs!
Ah, we found it at last. True day-affected Nethicite. The power of the Dynast King in my hands. Blood alone does not an emperor make, Vayne.
What is this? Something's wrong!
What is it?
You stand! Hold her down!
What's wrong with her?
I always knew Fran didn't take well to being tied up. I just never knew how much. How about you?
I like Fran's idea. Let's get out of here.
No farther! Sky Pirates, the future of Dalmasca will not be stolen.
Why do this, Basch? This struggle is futile.
You must know where it leads. I do know. All too well.
Engine power falling rapidly. Each negative. Impossible.
Engine room, this is the bridge. Report.
What are they doing down there?
Happened?
The Neversite's draining the ship's power!
Disengage it at once.
I want that number 3 unit seal.
Let me infected. Charge critical in 300. Cascade failure.
Ash, let's go.
All I have done, I've ever thought of Dalmasca first.
I know you do. I would ne'er gainsay your loyalty.
Look on what my haste has wrought. Did I act too quick? Or was your return too late? I can serve her no more. You must take up my charge.
This might get a little dicey.
Mist. It manifests now.
Is that what you call this?
What's that? I think it's the Dawn Shard.
And what are we waiting for?
The dreadnought Leviathan is sunk. The 8th Fleet of the Arcadian Imperial Army lost. As word of the events in the yacht sounded throughout the Empire, quit I Bujeba, citing sudden malady. My true motive, to bring the various counter-imperial forces scattered throughout Ivalice together in unified resistance. By this time, Lady Ash had made her return to Rabanastre. She had not, however, made known her presence. Rather, she was content with keeping both her own whereabouts and those of the Dawn Shard concealed. Had she chosen then to go before her people, my error in announcing her suicide would be known, to the great detriment of my efforts to assemble a resistance. In such circumstance as the Lady Ash then found herself, even were she to proclaim Dalmasca restored, it would serve only to invite the Empire's wrath. Though Arcadia had lost her 8th Fleet, she remained, as ever, a military power with which to be reckoned.
Well, there you go, guys. We've beaten that one boss, and here's Arcadia.
The Rosarian Empire assembles a vast host under guise of martial exercises. It is our belief they wait for the proper pretext, the sooner to make their strike against Arcadia.
The loss of Leviathan and her fleet at such a time comes as a most grievous blow. Were Rosaria to invade, the battle would be hard fought. Had Lord Vayne not deployed the fleet so capriciously, we would not now find ourselves in such perilous circumstance.
Lord Vane shall be made to answer for his actions. It is the will of the Senate. Excellency, though he be your son, justice must be served.
A convenient thing, justice. And so I must now make a choice between my throne and my son.
A most lamentable situation for us all.
Oh? For Lord Vane, perhaps. Yet surely Lord Lauser will make for a fine emperor.
Lauser so adores his brother, and he is yet young.
But he will not remain young forever. Already he busies himself unraveling Lord Vane's tangled skein. Lord Lauser has found his role to play and pursues it with some enthusiasm.
Ah, yes. And who would set him at such tasks?
What matter? Lord Vane himself once saw his elder brothers brought to like justice, did he not? At your Excellency's behest, as I recall.
You may put yourself at ease, Lord Gramis. So long as the Senate watches over her, Arcadia's well-being will ever be ensured.
By your will, I shall bid Vane return to Arcades.
So, it was the Dawn Shard that brought down the Imperial fleet.
You know your stuff.
Destructive power of such force. I've seen it once before. Lady Ashe, you know of what I speak.
Nabudis.
The capital of Old Nebradia, Lord Rassler's fatherland. At the time of the invasion, a division of Imperials entered the city. There was a mighty explosion. Friend and foe died alike. Something was there. One of the Dynast King's relics. The Midlight Shard was in Nebradia.
More Nethicite. Well, no wonder they invaded.
That ridiculous war. The trap at the treaty signing. All this because Vane wanted power. He must not be allowed to claim the Nethicite. The Empire must never hold it.
Oh, they already do. The Dusk Shard, most likely the Midlight Shard too. Besides, can't they manufacture Nethicite now?
Very well. Then the path set before us is clear. We'll use the Dawn Shard to fight them. Dalmasca does not forget kindness, nor ill deed done. With sword in hand, she aids her allies. Sword in hand, she lays to rest her foes. This Nethicite I hold must be my sword. I will avenge those who have died. And the Empire will know remorse.
You even know how to use it?
The Gareth may know. The Gareth people live by the old ways. Magicite lore is a part of their culture. They may hear it, the cry of the Nethicite's power, whispers of the stone's menace.
Dangerous though it be, what we need now is power. Should we declare Dalmasca free without the means to defend our claim, the Empire would crush us. You must take me to meet with the Gareth.
They live beyond Osman Plain.
Not exactly close.
Compensation, is that what you want?
Straight to the point, aren't we? I like that. Compensation. How about the ring?
This? Isn't there something else?
No one's forcing you. I'll give it back to you as soon as I find something more valuable.
What do you mean, something more valuable?
Hard to say. I'll know when I find it. What is it you want, Vaughn? What are you looking for?
Me? What am I looking for? I guess... Well, you know...
The Gareth are said to dwell in Kirwan.
So they do. We'll need to head south, past the Giza Plains.
It is the rains now in Giza. The wadis will be swollen with the deluge. Passage may be difficult.
But those same waters may also lay open new routes to us.
Regardless, we must go south, yes?
First things first. You're eager to be on your way, I know. But we should see that we're prepared before setting out.
I made my resolve 2 years ago. I swore to overcome any hardship I may face.
Man cannot live by resolve alone, Princess.
So now, as you guys can see, we're going south. So that means I can get the mirror mail. That means I can grind over and over and over again. But there is a kicker to the matter, including with this. When I'm playing, when I start grinding, I grind and grind and grind. But I ain't gonna sit there and let y'all go through the boringness of me grinding my behind off. So I'm gonna do that. It's probably around off camera. So I'm going to show you guys, if you guys have never played this game before and you really want to know how to get to Jahara is the place we're going to. We gotta go through the Giza Plain. They said that it's actually filled with water, it's rain, so it means it has water on the ground, and the thing makes more roots than any. So what I gotta do is one thing in particular. I should say, but I'm not, because that beats the purpose of me showing you real fast how to get there. Because right now, as you can see in the background of that place, it sees all grassy, so that means it's raining. If you see desert when you go through here, that means something else. And all these guys are level 18. So they made these guys a little bit tougher than normal, but these are actually the same enemies as the ones before. But I am gonna start grind. I need to grind some XP just for one reason. Like so. It's just a lot of grinding. If I can get my character close to 24, I need 6,000 XP, 7,000, and 5,000 XP to hit level 20. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it like I normally do. I think... Oh, there's another area that I haven't been to yet. I'm going to show you guys this. I'm going to take y'all to Jahara as fast as possible. I'm gonna grab the mirror mail just to get, and I need to buy some thieves cuffs, about one of them, 1, 2, so I can actually get like a 50-50 chance for me to get the alright, give me a sec. Grab it. Oh yeah, I don't have the license for it. And it's actually good to have stuff like that, including, I need to go to my license. Alright, what I'm gonna do, I need to make sure all my characters where's this one at? Okay, so the only thing I gotta do, because she's an archer, I'm going to make her a spear wielder too, just because of her and her skills as being a wielder. With him, alright, here we go. The first things first, I'm gonna make him, because he's good with swords, and me having him as a crossbow wielder is not good, is not also good for him. So what I'm gonna do is, with him, I need to get the Masamune. Yeah, I need to get all these ones. All the ones for all of them. Well, the only two I need to worry about is these three. Everybody else, I don't really need to do too much worry. But like I said, I'm making sure that you guys get all, like, most of the videos. Alright. I forgot to do something. It's something I should have done a long time ago. With his thing, because instead of me wasting away. Okay. I want to kill this guy. I want to kill these guys so they get out of my way. This ain't the right way to go to the area I'm supposed to be going. I'm going this way just because of one reason. So I can unlock this stupid... I think this is the way to it. I don't know for sure. It is. Okay, this is the other... I think the other way. No, this is not. This still leads me there. Okay. I can't really go there. I don't know why I can't, but I'll find a way to get around there. I just need to get a different way to get around. I don't know for sure, so don't quote me. Because I haven't played this game in months. So doing all this is really going to be not going to be hokey dory. So just in case I'm gonna actually still gonna be grinding. Pushing. I need to get across and get that thing unlocked so I can get the Deathbringer. Just because the Deathbringer is actually a good item to use. It's actually one of the best ones for early levels. If you can get it early, then I'll just say game on, go ahead. Level 22, but I still want to take him on because of one reason. Because the XP and stuff I get. A horn. Okay. I'm still going to try to steal from this bitch because it's really. I don't have eye drops. I need to go buy some. Oh, shit. Okay. Welcome to the live stream. I'm level 20. Chahara, land of the Gears. Who are you? This is Garifland. No place for human children to play games. They are wayfarers. They bring no harm. I saw them cross the Uzone plain. They are warriors of great distinction. The fiends of the plains trouble them not at all. You ventured upon the plains alone, War Chief? What business have you with the Garif? Let them pass. The responsibility will be mine. If this is your wish, War Chief, you may pass these days to see many human wandering through our land. I have not introduced the introduction. I am Simplu. Alright, well, I'm here because these people saw some good equipment wise, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna gear up because I'm gonna really need the gear. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sell what's the stuff I've got. Just because he's the only one I'm using so far. Alright, does he have thief cuffs? I thought he did. Okay, this is really being weird. I thought these guys would have it, but I don't have enough stuff to actually. I have to go look for the High Chief. Don't know where he's at. There he is.
This nethicite, you have used it.
It was not I who used it. Indeed, I had hoped you could show me how. Thus I've come.
You do not know the workings of the stone, then we are no different.
What?
In ages past, the gods made a gift of nethicite to my people. But the manner of its use eluded us. Displeased by our failure, the gods took back their stones. They chose instead to give them to a Yum king. Called the Dynast King, he used the nethicite's power to bring peace to a troubled time. It is a curious thing. Though the blood of King Wraithwolf flow through your veins, you cannot wield nethicite.
Cannot wield it? So then, am I to understand you can't tell me how to use the stone?
Though it shame me so to admit, here before me stands a descendant of the Dynast King himself, and I can accord her no help at all. Still, even if you knew how to use the nethicite, you would find it of small avail. The mist collected in the stone over ages past is lost, and with it, the stone's power. It will be your posterity who wield the stone in ages yet to come. This stone is devoid of power, empty, yet full of thirst. A terrible longing to drink the world dry. The power of men and of magic, of good and of evil. It is often those who desire nethicite whom the nethicite itself desires.
Larsa? To Baromises.
I say we ought leave tomorrow. I was going to wait for my escort to return, but meeting you here has presented a great opportunity. This terrible war can be stopped, but I will need your help to do so.
A war?
You know the Marquis Ondor leads a group of insurgents. Your pardon. He leads a large resistance force against the Empire. Lady Ash, neither of our countries can afford this now. The Rosarian Empire would stir. They would aid the resistance and use this aid as a pretext to declare war on Arcadia. And Arcadia would have no choice but to answer. Lady Ash, let us go to Baromises. With the blessing of his grace, the Grand Kiltius Anastasis, you may rightly wear your crown and declare the restoration of the Kingdom of Dalmasca. As Queen, you can call for peace between the Empire and Dalmasca and stop Marquis Ondor.
For peace? How dare you say that? The Empire attacked us, stole all we hold dear, and you would have me save them from war?
Dalmasca would be the battlefield. What if Nethicite were used on Rabanasta? You know my brother would do this. Forgive me. I presumed overmuch. I could think of no other way to avoid bloodshed. If you cannot trust me, then please, take me as your hostage.
Rassler.
You saw him, didn't you? Like at the King's tomb.
So you did see him too. But why?
It's strange. Before, I didn't even know what you looked like. And the prince? I barely knew there was a prince. Who knows? Maybe the person I saw was my brother.
Basch told me about him.
He enlisted right at the end. But for what? He knew he couldn't win.
To protect something.
How can he protect anything when he's dead? Was it different for Prince Rassler? Did that make sense? Hating the Empire, getting revenge, it's all I ever thought about. But I never did anything about it. I mean, I realized there was nothing I could do. It made me feel hollow, alone. And then, I'd miss my brother. I'd say stuff like, I'm gonna be a sky pirate, or some other stupid thing. Just anything to keep my mind off it. I was running away. I needed to get away from his death. That's why I followed you. You know what? I'm through with it. I'm through running. I'm ready to find my purpose. To find some real answers. Some reasons. If I stick with you, I think I will.
I wish I knew.
I'll find them.
I'm gonna keep going, guys, just because I have nothing else to do. So
I will accompany you to Mount Baromises.
I had hoped you'd say yes. I'm glad.
My heart is not set. I still have questions. I hope to find answers along the way.
I had other reason to invite you. There is someone I'd like you to meet, waiting on Baromises.
Who is that?
An enemy, and an ally also. You will just have to wait and see for yourself.
That Larsa likes his secrets.
He does not mean ill by it.
He's not bad. At least for an Imperial.
Holy Mount Boromi Sace stands at the northern end of the Yagd Ramuda. Once we're in Yagd, we need not fear pursuit by their airships.
Don't get your hopes up. You remember the Leviathan sailed straight over the Yagd Yensa, right up to Wraithel's tomb. Skystone that works even in Yagd. You know, Nethersight's behind it. Little wonder they're so keen on the stuff.
And what is it you're after, Balthier? You're a welcome hand and a great aid, but why?
Worried I'm out to steal the Nethersite, eh? Can't say I'm unaccustomed to people doubting my intentions. Nothing could be further from my mind. Shall I swear by your sword or some such?
Apologies, but I needed to know where you stand. Her Majesty depends on you, and you seem to have an interest in the stone.
I'm only here to see how the story unfolds. Any self-respecting leading man will do the same.
So Larsa actually joined the party again. Well, that's actually kind of useful now. But here we go.
this one was a success.
Wow, I'm impressed, Vaughn.
Got a good feeling.
An alliance between Dalmasca and the Empire.
Reason tells me 'tis the only course. We must avoid a wasting war with the Empire at all cost. Yet I fear I could not bear the shame, had I but the strength.
A shame perhaps for me and for you. But for Dalmasca, it is hope.
And you can just accept this, can you?
After Vane's ruse, I had abandoned hope for honor. Yet, never did I forget my knightly vows. If I could protect but one person from war's horror, then I would bear any shame. I would bear it proudly. I could not defend my home. What is shame to me?
My people hate the Empire. They will not accept this.
There is hope.
Right?
Don't encourage
Hope for a future where we can join hands as brothers.
Larsa, please. This is serious.
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't be Larsa. Somebody's got to put him in his place.
The Senate may play at intrigue, but Lord Vane is not one to be brought down easily. The entire military waits upon his orders, from the War Council down to the rank and file. What better blade than he to strike down the enemies of the Empire?
Your Honor reminds me of Zet 2 years since. He, too, put his trust in Lord Vane's strength, and what became of him? Gone without a trace since Nabudis.
I will not hear you malign Judge Sect. He was a noble warrior. Or do you think his trust in Lord Vane ill-placed?
Vane took 2 of his own brothers' lives. He is ruthless beyond contempt.
Ruthless, you say? Would he were more so? He gives traitors no quarter, be they of his own blood. How fitting for one who would bear the burden of empire.
But could we bear him? Zargabath, what of you? Surely you do not believe his brothers were traitors?
So found His Excellency Lord Granis, you would do well to mind your tongue, Drace. That matter is long past.
Your Honors, a summons. Lord Vane has arrived at the palace.
We come at once.
Lord Larsa has left for Baromises. He hopes to enlist the aid of the Grand Kiltius in stopping the insurgents. I doubt this will be enough to deter Ondor, but even a slight hindrance to his operations would be welcome. This will delay the Rosarian invasion, and we will have bought much-needed time to shore up our defenses.
Just as His Excellency had hoped.
No matter the result, I'm pleased with the young lord's progress. I can already see the stunned faces of those mud-witted senators. The fools think a child emperor's strings easy to pull from the shadows. But they will find that Lord Larsa is no puppet.
Yes, the senators would be most pleased with a puppet for an emperor. Recall, Drace, how the Senate fears and despises Lord Vane's ability. When they realize the truth, that Lord Larsa is no docile lamb to be shepherded, they will bare their teeth and devour him.
You're right. I shall speak on this matter with His Excellency at once. Gabranth, it falls to us to protect Lord Larsa. Are we agreed?
Aye.
So as you can see, Larsa has its own reasons. I'm gonna save just because I need to save. I haven't saved in a while. I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna stop until I actually find what I need. Like, the item that I actually need is Mirror Mail and the Thief Cuffs, because of one reason. Thief Cuffs, I need. Good thing to have Larsa in party because of one reason. His Lina can actually keep me from being blind for a long time.
What is it?
The jungle denies us our passage.
What have we done?
We? No. I.
What's that mean? How are we supposed to get through that?
Making an appearance?
Come on, I'm talking over here.
I thought you'd left for good.
Our choices are few.
Friend? Althir!
This is as much for you as it is me.
Oh?
You are ill at ease. The Nethersite troubles you. You've let your eyes betray your heart.
Right.
What are you doing?
Soon you will learn.
Whoa.
We go to seek aid of the Viera who dwell ahead.
I bet they'll be glad to see you after so long.
I am unwelcome, an unsought guest in their wood. In the village ahead, you will find her, Miern. Bring her to me. She will know why you called her.
Hopefully these guys got just what I want. That actually bites because I'm gonna need that, and that. No, no. I need these four. I need these three. Four, because of the stuff you gotta look at is this is stuff that's right here that I don't even need. The stuff that has like the high numbers is the stuff you need, but they don't have the stuff I actually need. Don't know why. They just don't. So I'm gonna buy. So I'm gonna do the best I can to make sure I get all the equipment for all the characters.
Hey, Mjorn lives here, doesn't she? We're here to see her.
You will leave at once. It is not allowed for humans to walk on these grounds.
We'll go as soon as we've seen Mjorn.
If you can find her.
We're not leaving until you let us see her. Fine then. We'll look for her ourselves.
Ah.
I've heard the voice of the wood. She says Mjorn is not in the village. Kyote, where has she gone?
Why do you ask? The wood tells us where she has gone. Or can you not hear her? You cannot. Your ears are dull from hearing their harsh speech, I think. Viera who have abandoned the wood are Viera no longer. Mjorn too has left her embrace.
And you forsake them in turn?
It is the will of the village. Viera must live always with the wood. So is the green word, and so is our law.
We'll let you worry about keeping your laws. Just do us a favor and stay out of our way. We'll find her ourselves.
Our sister has left the wood and gone west. She wanders warrens among men who hide themselves in clothes of cold iron. Thus to me has the wood spoken.
The Viera may begin as part of the wood, but the wood is not the only end we may choose.
The same words I heard 50 years ago.
Alright guys, I'm probably in the video here. If you guys like this video, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, you can do that as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.